can you name the 5 original figures that were introduced with this range? Leave your answers in the comments and stay tuned until the end for the answer. And while we think on that, here are 10 secrets that you may not know about the BRIO Village range. The Village range was introduced as a way to further expand the BRIO world and allow for non-train based play while still utilising all of the BRIO figures. But did you know that this was actually a reboot of some classic BRIO sets? The Village range was larger than the classic sets, which impacted scale overall, but allowed for more imaginative play around the figures and buildings themselves, being large enough for hands to go inside the buildings, which was not possible on the classic wooden block style buildings. All village buildings are modular in design. This allows you to dismantle each set and rebuild them how you want to combine them with other sets or create your own buildings. The exception being the singing stage, which comes pre-assembled and cannot be modified. More on that later. Each village base platform features a tongue and groove connection with one another. But did you know that the groove is also compatible with other connectors within the BRIO range? We found that the police station, hay baler and farm are all compatible with village bases, and we're sure that others will be also. Village modules can be fitted with side panels or pillars, and there were several different designs available. But did you know that the 2 door panels featured openings that are large enough for a train to fit through on track? So the next time you hear a noise from behind the door, maybe check first that it's not the big green action locomotive coming through. At launch, there were 5 buildings: the family house, the school, ice cream shop, market stand and singing stage, with the summer house added as a 6th building the following year. But you might not know that there was also a planned veterinary surgery and what looks to have been a restaurant building. Unfortunately, these buildings were never released worldwide, alongside some additional accessories and vehicles including a veterinary off-roader, child with cats playset, and accessory expansion pack, which included a light and mirror. If you have any of these accessories, be sure to let us know in the comments below. As mentioned, the singing stage is not modular in design, meaning it can't be taken apart like the other buildings. This is because it features lights and has an inbuilt speaker that plays a tune when you place the included microphone on the stage. But did you know this works based on a magnet included inside the microphone? That got us wondering, what other BRIO items might activate the singing stage lights and sounds? A cargo block maybe? Perhaps even a train or wagon? Or maybe a helicopter? The boat that came with the 33953 Summer House set was actually a retheme of the 33859 rescue boat that's part of the firefighter lineup. The family house is not the first modular home that BRIO have relaunched. In fact, in the early 2000s, BRIO were looking to expand their network series by adding a range of modular homes for the network characters. However, it would seem, like the vet surgery, that these 2 would never be sold in stores worldwide. And if you're not familiar with the network series, we've got an upcoming video planned, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out. Each base section is exactly the same length as an A1 short length track. This can allow you to simply place a length of track in front of a building, or even on top of a building, which leads us nicely onto our final secret. But before that, we asked you if you could remember the 5 characters that BRIO introduced us to when the Village range was first launched. If you need a few more seconds to think, hit that pause button as we're about to reveal who they were.
Hi, my name is Lisa, and here are my best friends: Anna, Eric, Daniel, and Sarah.
Well done to all of you who got those right, and as a reward, here's our final BRIO Village secrets. The height of a single village unit is exactly 2 tracks high when using a flat plate on top. This means that you can place train tracks on the roofs of buildings and perfectly connect onto two stacking supports. We found this image around 6 months ago and saw the trains on the roofs, and that's what prompted us to start collecting the village range in the first place. We also realised that you could get creative with this and build an elevated track layout using the buildings as the supports. We also discovered that you could build a tunnel using the base plates and sides that would allow a train to pass through and multiple trains to pass overhead. Something we may look into recreating in a future layout, we think. Unfortunately, the BRIO Village sets did not stand the test of time, but if you can find them second hand, they are a great addition to any collection for storytelling, imaginative play, and if nothing else, elevated supports. And if this video has left you wanting to see more on the village range, then you're in luck, as here is a video of us unboxing all of the 6 original main buildings.